beauty. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to put on color eyeshadow, allow it to pop as well as not look weird on your face. So sometimes when you use color eyeshadow, it can be intimidating and it can be like something out of the ordinary, especially when you're someone who's used to a more natural type of look and you're experimenting. So today we're going to be using the palette called a 25. This is by a South African company. Her name is Renee, and this is the palette that she had sent to me. So what I actually want to do is just get something to match this top right here, and I'm thinking of these two colors right here. I don't know if you guys can see these two colors right here, and it's something out of my comfort zone as well, so I'm also going to be experimenting with you guys. When you're working with eyeshadow, you need to have a base of your eyeshadow. So in terms of having a base, it's good to have a concealer. So if you don't want to invest in an eyeshadow primer, which is advisable, highly advisable, but since we're going to make this video easy and available for everybody, so we're going to use eyeshadow. We're going to use concealer. So I'm going to be using this concealer right here. This is called the Photo Finish concealer. So I'm just going to put it in the back of my hand right here, and I'm just looking for my beauty blender. So the beauty blender is slightly damp, and then I'm just going to put this on my eyelid right here. So I'm going to use this as a base for my actual eyeshadow right here. But if you notice, what I'm actually going to do is go in with something that's a little bit lighter than this. So right here, this is what it currently looks like. But now I want to show you guys, I have this Maybelline Super Stay right here. So this is what steals my eyes, and I feel it gives me that extra lift and that extra color onto my face. So see, it's a little bit whiter than my skin tone, but this is what is going to allow that color and that eyeshadow to stay onto your face. So I'm just going to blend this out. I'm trying my level best not to interfere with my brows because my brows are already done. So now this is what it's going to look like. Now I want to discuss brushes with you guys. So in terms of brushes, there's a whole range of brushes, but when working with your eyes, there's just a few brushes that you're actually going to be needing. So I'm just going to put this down here and get them so I can discuss them with you. So this is called a blending brush right here. If you look at this, it's got a good amount of stipples, but it's also very, very small. So it makes your blending process a whole lot easier. Now you're going to need something called a packing brush, which is more of a flat brush. So this is what I use for my packing. So I'm very, very limited with my packing. I don't allow my packing to be a big brush. It's advisable to have a big brush, but I feel I pick up more product with a small brush. And this is here to use and to flap around your edges and your corners so that everything becomes a lot more seamless and a lot more into your skin so that it doesn't look out of the ordinary. Now, in terms of getting something to work onto your inner corners, I would advise a brush that looks like this. So what this does is here, I work onto my inner corner right here without any drama, just by getting this brush right here. Just trying to see if you want an eyeshadow brush that is completely out of the ordinary, by all means. So this is another smaller brush that you can use for blending and carving out your edges and making everything seamless. So if you want to have a cut crease, I don't like a cut crease. I'm not a fan of a cut crease, but this is a flat brush is advisable for a cut crease. But since I'm not a cut crease person, I'm okay with that. So yeah, I think we are good to go. If you want eyeshadow, like let's say you want your eyeshadow eyeliner kind of look, if you into that, this brush right here works really, really, really well. And I actually like it, so we're just going to keep it in case I decide to change my mind and change my color. So right here, I'm just going to re-go over everything. And if your eyeshadow is wet on your eyes, like it tends to, if your concealer is wet on your eyes, then what you're going to do for me is take your translucent powder. I prefer to work on eyes that are already set, but there's a lot of ladies as well who like to work on eyes that are slightly damp because they feel the product gets picked up a little bit more. So right here, this is what it, oh, so I'm using the translucent powder right here. This is from Signature. The entire container is kind of affordable as well. It's about 90 rand. Okay, so everything is tight in here. Now let's move to the eyeshadow part. So you start off with the darker color and you blend into the lighter color. So let me use this brush here that I least expected to use so that I can show you guys. So let's use this flat brush right here. So we're going to touch the darker color right here. And then I'm going to carve out my whole wing. So as you notice, I'm drawing onto my cut crease. And then I'm taking it out. So you can't see it if I pick up. So that means it's going to be at its darkest in that area right there. So I'm just going to pack on a little bit more. Like that. And now I'm going to take on my brush that I'm using to blend. I'm just going to work with whatever product I already have onto my face. Why is this brush so hard? So I washed that's so much better. I washed all these brushes so I could film this video. So yeah, that's what it looks like right there. Now, if you want, you can go in with a little bit more color, which I would actually like, and then just fan out everything right here. So notice I'm not going to be doing a cut crease. So I'm just going to leave that color right here. Another day I will teach you guys a cut crease, but I personally do not like a cut crease. So now I'm going to be using this other color that I've showed you guys, and I'm just going to be blending that out into this. If you want to pick up a little bit more pigment, it does work well with your finger. So let me show you guys. Have a look at that. So I just blended it a little into the front. I don't know why the colors are changing on this one. I don't even know how to use this phone properly. But all I know is that this one is a nice one. Where did I get color on? From. So I just want to get this off my face. Oh, I picked up color from there. And now what I'm actually going to do, I think I should just wing it out with a little bit of black to make everything look a whole lot more defined. So I'm going to be using this palette right here. This is the Makeup Revolution palette. I just want the black from this. So you can go in and literally use any black. So just looking for a brush. Actually, you cannot see. So I'm using a rounded brush, and then I'm just going to pack into the color. And make this whole thing more defined. So let's run it down right here. So right here, this is what it's going to look like, and then I'm just going to blend this into the waterline. So yeah, this is what it would look like. So now what I'm going to do is actually take on some of the color at the bottom and blend this into. So see how nice and defined it made it look. And then I just want to go in with the center and take the lighter color. Now, I think it calls for a wing. I think it's screaming a wing. So the wing, for the wing, I'm going to be using the Pretty by Floma eyeliner. So I like this one particular brush right here. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's so nice and thin. I mean, that's neat enough. So now, what we're going to do is get on some lashes. So the lashes that I use are always like my own lashes from my beauty. So what I do is I just like that extra curl in my lashes. So if you look at this one, the curl is there, but I like wish it was like that. And I think like the new ones that I'm going to create are going to be like that. So what I do, pop this into a lash color end to end. Start picking up like that. It will damage the lash over time, but I mean, if you want that nice lift look, you're going to have to damage the lash. So now look. Why can't you see? Okay, but anyway, you'll see when it's on. So yeah, let's chop off a little of the sides. I am literally the most unorganized person you will meet in your life, and I right now cannot find a scissor. So it was right here and I just couldn't see it. Okay, right here. And now I'm going to put on some glue. So I'm going to glue the lash and I'm going to glue the part like where I have eyeliner. So right here. Okay, I'm judging by the camera, right? So please don't judge me. Okay, so while that is marinating, on my eyes. I'm going to just add on a tad bit mascara. As I say, less is more. So I'm just going to leave that there till it dries so that I can, you know, get that out. So I'd rather finish up the bottom while I'm here so that it makes everything easier. I'm so sorry if you can't take me seriously. So the mascara I use is the MAC Stack mascara. Okay, so you know what? I think I should just take this off. And then let me just take some off. So while this is marinating, let me get out my lash tweezers. So what's going on with this one? Oh, these were the magnetic ones. So this is how we're going to apply them, like this. So I'm just going to wait for that to get tacky together so that we could proceed. That's why it's so good to apply eyeliner so that you can hide literally all your mistakes. So you guys, this is how the eyes turned out. So I completed the other side. So this is what it looks like. If you need any help with any other aspect, just link it down in the comment section and I will be sure to show it to you guys. Bye!